The complement of an event is all the outcomes in the sample space that are not included as outcomes of event A. And the way that you would find the probability of the complement of an event is you would subtract the probability that something happens from 1. So, all that to say, let's say, I'm like, what's the probability that you don't roll a multiple of 3 on a dice? So, the probability that you would roll a multiple of 3, you either roll 3 or 6. So that's 2 ways, 2 out of 6. That's 1/3. The probability that you would roll a multiple of 3 would be 1 out of 3. So the probability that you're not going to roll a 1 or 3, that's the complement of that event, would be subtracting the probability from 1, which is 2 out of 3. Which makes sense, because if you're not going to roll a multiple of 3, that would be 1, 2, 4, or 5, which is 4 out of 6, which reduces to 2 out of 3. So, the way that you'd find the probability of the complement of an event happening is you just subtract the probability that it will happen from 1. Okay, a school has a photography display of 100 pictures. One of the pictures will be chosen for display at the district office. Lorenzo has 3 pictures on display. What's the probability that one of his photographs is not chosen? So what's the probability that one of Lorenzo's is chosen? That would be 3 out of 100. So the probability of the complement that Lorenzo's is not chosen would be 1 minus 3 over 100, which 1 is just 100 over 100. So they have a common denominator now. 100 minus 3 is 97. So sometimes it's easier to find the probability that the event happens and then find the, subtract it from 1 to get the probability of the complement. So the probability that Lorenzo is not chosen would be 97 out of 100.